we wouldn't get here. There were those who said that we would get here only over their dead bodies.
Well, getting here.
Talk. But all the world today knows that we are here and we are standing before the forces of power in the state of Alabama saying we ain't gonna let nobody turn us around. Today I want to tell the city of Selma.
Tell them, Doctor.
Today I want to say to the state of Alabama.
Yes, sir.
Today I want to say to the people of America and the nations of the world that we are not about to turn around.
Yes, sir.
We are on the move now.
Yes, sir.
Yes, we are on the move and no wave of racism can stop us.
Yes, sir.
The burning of our churches will not deter us.
Yes, sir.
The bombing of our homes will not dissuade us.
Yes, sir.
The beating and killing of our clergymen and young people will not divert us.
Yes, sir.
The wanton release of their known murderers will not discourage us. We're on the move now.
Yes, sir.
Like an idea whose time has come.
Yes, sir.
Not even the marching of mighty armies can hold us.
Yes, sir.
We're moving to the land of freedom.
Yes, sir.
I know you're asking today.
Shout out to Dr. E. What's going on, my brother?
What up? What it do? What it do?
What's
What up,
going
Diamond Gang? I
on?
thought you didn't love me no more.
What?
Good evening,
What's cracking,
George.
Diamond?
Salute to Big George down here.
What's
What up,
going
man?
on? What's going on? What's going on, y'all?
Not much.
What's going on, Dr. E? What's up, Dev?
Not
Oh,
much.
chilling. And I
Well,
always get captured that intro, man, with Dr. Martin Luther King, man. That's always a powerful thing, just to hear his voice and that ride into Memphis right there. You riding through there. That's deep. Every time I see it, I'm like, man, that's fire right there. Just have to
thank
say
you
that.
very much, Dr. E. I did it myself. I couldn't have did it without the ideas of you guys and what we represent on this channel. So you know
That's
what I'm
right.
saying? So that's what we've been representing. For a lot of people that don't
That's
know,
right.
newcomers replay game, we've been definitely standing on the Dolph case, justice for Dolph, also justice for Tyree Nichols. And
Yeah.
when I do look at that, I'm glad you did say that. All the people that's watching, that same man that was doing that speech right there. Now a lot of you guys know he's legendary, Dr. Martin Luther King. He also
That's right.
was unalived in that same city.
That's right.
Martin Luther King was unalived in that same city, double crossed, allegedly, by the people that he kept very close to him. And it's a shame, and that's what's going on today. We got 4 in the building. Thank you guys for coming. You're watching Content Kings, Dr. E and Diamond. So anything you want to elaborate on that, Diamond or Dr. E, before we start this live?
No, I just
Nah,
wanted
no.
real quick. I don't know if you guys been listening to what's been going on the news, but I was just going to talk about truck driving just for a second. Apparently, you can only speak English. I just wanted to let you guys know from now on. So just wanted
You
to
gotta do
put
what
that
now?
out there.
What's that done?
There was an executive order put in saying that truck drivers can only speak English now.
Oh, wow.
Oh wow. You see how that
may
works
work in
out.
our benefit.
Yeah.
Hey, Daddy.
I just read it and I thought I would chime in and say that real quick because it was on my brain cells.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah,
Now, I wanted to
I don't
say
know
this
how
to
that's gonna work
everybody.
out though.
We Content Kings, we wasn't going to make this a live where we actually share the screen and do all of that stuff. You're going to see when it comes to the Tyree Nichols and the young Dolph, a lot more transitions. When it comes to the video work, we will be dropping videos. And not only that, we will be doing live streams when it comes to the Tyree Nichols. So we do have this picture up here. and we just wanted to make it short and brief. Today was a long day two to the Tyree Nichols trial. This was day two today, everybody. Um, it was a long trial today. And it was so much information on that live today. So if you haven't, go do your own research. We're just here to give you our perspective on what went on. Freestyle. Did I mention that? I must have left that part out. So, but that's what we do. So we will be showing footage and giving a dialogue on what we feel, all the clues that you're gonna see tomorrow. But as of today, we working. We back at it. We told y'all we was gonna stand back on our shit, and we back. It's a lot of cases. If y'all go check Honeycomb Hideout channel, there's another case for 17-year-old. It's a lot of different things going on um in 2025. So I'm looking at it. It's a real shift. When we told y'all it was a shift, me, Diamond, and Dr. E, it's a total shift. Now I'm gonna give y'all a brief, and then I know y'all know how we rock shows. We piggyback off of each other, and we do it well. Y'all see me and Diamond. We don't always totally agree with the Dolph case, but we all are in the same boat together. And what you see us do, we work, and that's what brings the entertainment. But it also we bring you truth, and we break it down. So let me say it. Let me say this, gang. I'm gonna show you. We had the man take the stand today by the name of Demon Mills Jr. I know everybody's seen him. He took the stand this morning. It was cross-examined. Uh, Paul Haggard, which was on the Dolph case. For those that don't know, he's on this case for the state, and he did an awesome job. Shouts out to Chandeli. I think she's busy, but let me go ahead and let me put a thumbnail of picture up
You
of
know
this
what,
gentleman.
Dev? I didn't even know about this case until you brought it up to my attention. And when you
Uh-huh.
told me about it, I was like really surprised. But then I wasn't because of the area that it, I mean, the, the state and the city that it came from. I'm not surprised because
Yeah, I
Memphis
second that.
always has something going on. I don't want to sit here and say Memphis is like the capital of chaos, but it seemed like all
Well,
the
you might as
horrible,
well. That's what it's
the,
seeming like. You was right, spot on, spot on.
well,
Hey, I was ready to say the
the
same thing.
capital
You
of
know.
chaos because every time we turn around, it's something going on in Memphis. It's never nothing
Yeah.
positive. We haven't heard anything positive coming
Yeah.
out of there yet.
But rappers,
I like it.
Gorilla.
Yeah, rappers. Glow, I love me some Glow.
Yeah.
Okay, Glow, Glow. But she's
Music is
not.
it's always on top in music,
It,
but
right.
it's
Music
tied
is
now to the
one
crime in
thing.
the streets.
Right. Right.
Go ahead, Diamond. You said music
That's
is
how I
one
feel.
thing, but go ahead.
Right. Music. You're right. It is. It's music that really makes Memphis known. But what else is they're known for? Because the only thing we hear about majority of the time is crime, and we don't never
Yeah.
really know who's good and who's bad. And it seems like now, you look at it, even the people that's supposed to be the good guys are really the bad guys.
Yeah, the darkness has come to the light. You know what I mean, and it's kind of overshadowing the city. Not like I said, not knocking all of Memphis. I mean, for all those who live in Memphis, I mean, it's just what the city is. We all kind of experience these shadows in our own cities, L.A., Chicago, whatnot. But right now, Memphis has always been known from way back. It has a history of being kind of an underground portal, a junction, and now it's coming out that over 100 years of this kind of underground stuff that's been going on there is coming to the surface and is starting to overshadow the city in a bad way.
You know what,
And
Doctor
now
E?
look at
Let
this,
me
look at the
ask.
police force.
Right, Doctor E. Let me ask you a question. Do you
Hmm.
think that the
Hmm.
people in Memphis hate each other? Do you think it's like because I hear more black on black crime
I think it's what, like
coming
I
from
said,
Memphis than anything.
it's coming from the history, because like I said, it's a black
Get him,
city.
Doctor.
Before
Get him,
it was
Doctor.
Atlanta. before it was Atlanta, it was a Memphis. You know what I mean? And it was known for having its, dark shadows. Things was happening. Hustling, been hustlers. You know what I'm saying? In Memphis. The rock and roll was, all these things was started basically around Memphis area, in Memphis itself, the blues, all this stuff. The blues is a spark of black pain. You know what I mean? Between love and the relationships that were going on back in the day. That's what made blues music. So all that being said, that was talking about black relationships between the man and the woman back in the day. And you see those stories, them blues, them songs, they be deep, about cheating and affairs and all kind of stuff. So that lets you know right there, we've been having problems in the black community, but then they start being able to speak about it, record it. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of opened that door for what we know is the music, the heart of the South. It was spilling not only into Memphis, but it was hitting next door in Alabama. It was hitting next door in Mississippi. You feel what I'm saying? It was hitting the other states. So it was right next to it because those people were pouring into Memphis, because people were pouring into Memphis like people pouring into Atlanta now. And so that black on black crime that we seeing, it's really been going on. The cutthroats, the gangsters, they all been there, battling, fighting for territory. And now these are the grandsons and great grandsons of them same people.
Well said, Dr. E. Well said. So
Appreciate it.
piggybacking off of Dr. E, let me give an example. Put this up. Now, the man in the center, Desmond Mills Jr., Desmond Mills Jr., he took the stand. Now, let me let everybody know. Now, him and Demetrius, now this is alleged, are actually going to try to take the others. That is Beans, Emmett Martin, which is the main culprit. Emmett Martin and Justin Smith. Now, for a lesser sentence. So Desmond in the middle. What he is trying to do is get a lesser sentence. Now, watching it today, he pepper sprayed Tyree Nichols. Now, this is just a quick evaluation, dog. We ain't gonna hold everybody long. We just wanted to let you know because we're gonna give you the real live and direct tomorrow. Live and direct footage. But we just gonna show you how we rock a show. Now, what he did was pepper spray Tyree Nichols 3 times. One of those times, he hit himself. He had a reaction. And the reaction of the chemical in the pepper spray would go and come. He washed his face. He had a reaction. But he said that when he sprayed Tyree Nichols, gang, that it didn't work. Now, come on, gang. It didn't work. It didn't react. What do you mean? Now, I'm going to take you to a visual. If it worked on you to where you got a reaction and in the vehicle he's coughing, he's screaming, damn, fuck. So why you think that Tyree didn't have a reaction? Now, let me give you a visual. None of y'all been hit by police, correct? Hit the like button. Dr. E, you've never been hit by a policeman. Diamond, you've never
No.
been hit by a policeman in the face.
I've been pulled over by a couple, but in my early 20s. You know what I'm saying? Right
Right.
about out of high school, 18, whatnot.
Now, today and yesterday, Content Kings and Queens, was a sad day. Hit the like button. It was a sad day. I felt different by watching this case. I was tapped in. His mother having to go back to that day where she lost her son and the way she expressed herself. And she was serious. She didn't care about even cussing in that courtroom. And I felt every bit of her pain. That was legendary. And it was so real, authentic to see her son look like this on a hospital bed. His eyes. Look at his eyes, gang.
Now,
Look at
question
his
C
lip.
Dub. Question C Dub.
Go ahead, E.
Is this some of the same case? I'm trying to remember now as it's coming back to me. Is this some of the case where the guy that was beating everything? Is this guy the one that was actually dating somebody that was in the city that was
Yes.
dating the same girl?
The
Ah,
they say the officer Emmett Martin.
ah.
Now,
Now we see. Now we
this
got it. Now we
just
see
a
the
briefing.
motive.
Now, this is just a briefing. We get the ball rolling on this case, gang. And for all the replay gang, y'all tune in for the do them all type of ways. Now, Tyrese Nicholson didn't get a chance to wipe his face with water from a water hose. He didn't get a chance to spray that water out of his face when you pepper sprayed him. Now, we never been hit in the face by an officer. Can y'all imagine that fear that he had? To where he's starting to get hit in the face by officers. He's like, what the hell is going on?
Black officers
Now,
on top of that.
exactly. He panicked, gang. And then it's the way he pleaded out. You can tell by Tyree's voice. He didn't come off like a thug. How he screamed for his life. And all the new footage that we got on this. Oh yeah, I'll break your ass down. I got you. Don't we always get y'all, gang? Don't we always figure out cases?
My thing is why would you jeopardize your whole career
With
by
a
doing something
webcam on,
so
Diamond. With a
unnecessary
webcam on.
with a webcam on? Such an
That's crazy.
unnecessary beating, knowing that you're putting your livelihood at risk. I think they just got big headed.
Yeah, the shield. They feel the shield
They
and they
felt
click was greater
they
than.
felt they felt unstoppable. They
Yeah,
But
felt
man.
that.
how many other black men you think they have beaten up
Oh,
that
there's a
we don't
lot of
even
cases.
know
Dozens,
about?
I will
dozens,
show that tomorrow.
dozens.
There's a couple people that filed against the Scorpion. Now I'm
Yeah,
about
I
to do
believe
y'all.
dozens. I believe they probably even took some lives too. They were like a gang, basically, like a clique of
No,
bullies.
but Diamond, you know what the crazy part about it was, Dr. Ian Diamond? That
Mm,
Damon Mills Jr. in the center
mm,
said that it was different Scorpion units. You had the ones that would raid, and then you had his position. You know what? Ain't it sad to really hear what the top secret shit that these police do before they leave the office? We know they got to get a certain amount of tickets, right, gang? We know
mm,
that by the
mm.
end of the month. But their job was to patrol intensively and look for dope and guns. So you're a
Mm.
target. So when you're driving down the street in Memphis in a fancy car, wherever, these guys can just pull you over and
Charger,
search your
Hellcat,
car
Challenger.
and do what they want to do to you. Have it their way. And we're gonna
Whoop,
break
whoop,
that down to you. They
whoop,
can
whoop.
have it their way. Now, what I'm gonna tell you right here, because I get
But you
emotional
know
about.
what? That reminds me of a situation I seen where
Mhm.
a cop was planting narcotics in a person's car, and the guy was recording him. He didn't know the guy was recording him when he threw it in his car, and he tried to say, "Oh, that's
Mm,
his." And then he was like, "Dude, I'm recording you." He was like, "Oh yeah,
mm.
Right.
yeah. Oh well, you're recording me." He threw it in his car, and he got caught.
Damn,
Damn. I said
damn.
damn. Now,
Thank
if
God
I
for
may
cameras.
say this, I'm giving y'all a little quick overview. We're not staying up here long, so don't nobody expect us to stay on here long. We just wanted to pop up and put this thumbnail out, get this little bit of information, and give y'all a heads up on what we do and how we do it. And we will have Chandeli, our other panelists, up here, and make sure y'all subscribe to Peanut Butter Face's channel. We will be piggybacking this case and a lot of other cases. We help each other to help each other. So now let me say this, gang. The crazy part was this. This man takes off running for his life. gets close to his house. Now the screams, let alone, was worse. Y'all heard him today. Y'all heard him. Y'all saw everything. You saw everything. It make you think that they really had a mission to get him. They was tracking him. They had a suspect, someone in the cop car that they had already arrested. When they heard over the radio that someone had ran from the officer, they let the person that was in the car go. They let the person that they already had apprehended go just to go get Tyree.
Damn.
Just to go get Tyree Nichols. Justice for Tyree.
Yeah, they definitely had a vendetta for some reason on him. Like
So what?
it was targeted.
So what this big head, the Rock head, Rock. Y'all remember that show, Rock?
Man. Yeah.
Yeah, him. He is trying
The
to get a
Rock was a
lesser
good guy,
sentence.
though.
So today, Hagerman did an excellent job. But I wanted
Call him
Chandeli.
Boulder
We're going to
Head.
talk about
Don't call him Rock. Call him Boulder Head.
Boulder Head. 3 times dope. Yeah, 3 times.
Rock was too good
How
of a
can he
dude,
have 3 skulls in one?
Absolutely. 3.
He got 3 skulls.
I saw that too. Or is that Meathead? Which one is it? Which one y'all want to call him?
That's probably why they put him in the middle on this picture. It's a brain.
We can call him
to
Meathead.
balance it out. To balance it out.
Balance it out. And he's trying to get balance. He's trying to get balance. And see what he's trying to say is he's going against the game. He's going against all of them, basically saying that. Now, remember, today we watched the we watched the trial, and the cross-examiner said some things that this man did walk up, hit, use the baton. Now, let me show y'all how he's trying to do. Let me tell you what he's trying to do. He's trying to give up the rest of the officers and say, okay, yeah, I used the baton perfectly. I sprayed myself and I sprayed him. But when I saw Emmett Martin kicking him and all the way they were handling him and Emmett punching him in the face those times and walking up kicking him in the face.
Damn. Put him under the bus.
I didn't think that was right. That's what he's saying.
Wow.
I didn't think that was right.
But none of them ever are gonna be police officers again anyway. So him pleading is just basically to be able to come back out and be free, because they ain't gonna be able to be free after this situation.
So
That's
all the
why
people
he's
that's
trying
watching,
to make a plea.
So all the people that's watching, I want y'all to go back, do your research. I'm just giving y'all a quick overlook of everything, because tomorrow we gonna turn it up a little bit for y'all. We're gonna turn it up.
So are they charging them with murder, or are they charging them with manslaughter?
Murder.
Or what? Murder, right?
Wow.
All 5 of them are getting charged with murder, correct?
Mm-hmm. So
okay.
I wanted to say this. I said that to say this, gang. It was deep. Now, far as this man, that's what he's trying to get people to think, that he was doing his job. He hit Tyrese on the wrist like they say in protocol, but we know that wasn't the case. He having to move him to the side. Come on, we got 3 big gentlemen, 3 guys, not gentlemen, excuse me. That's a little bit too much good for them. But 3 guys, big guys. You mean to tell me y'all got this man wrist in y'all hand and y'all can't put his hand behind him and one handcuff already on him and lock him up? No, y'all just playing around, moving him over here, moving him over there. Get your hands back, kicking him and beating him and punching him. So you tell me, when a man is getting kicked and his face is burning, so when that pepper spray hits you, what it do? It go and come. But when you get hit, and I said that today, if anybody gets hit, what's the first thing your ass want to do? Grab it. When somebody hits you in the face, you want to grab it, don't you?
Man.
When somebody kicked you in your face, you want to grab where they kicked you at, right? To stop the pain. You want to grab your face because somebody have burnt you in your face to stop the pain. So you mean to
Are
tell
you
me
gonna
when
reach
Tyree
out?
sat on that ground and said, okay, I'm sitting down,
Are you gonna reach out when the pain just gets so severe? You're gonna get to the point like fuck it. You're gonna try to stop the baton from hitting you.
you're
You're
going to
gonna try
try to
to
stop the
you're gonna
baton.
grab
Because
the
I mean,
leg that's kicking you. You know what I'm saying? You're
that,
gonna fight back. That's just what you're gonna do. Your life is in danger.
I love how you said that, gang. See, y'all not realizing the paranoia. He was probably paranoid. We don't
Yeah, he
live in
freaked out,
Memphis. He
man.
know these guys' reputation, let alone allegedly, Tyree was messing with his girl.
I was gonna say that. So he even knew what it was about. When that cop started
He
whooping
already
up
knew what
on
it
him,
was
and
about.
that's what it was. He already knew like this dude getting ready to kill me.
And the
And he got his homies.
cross-examination,
Yep. Mm-hmm.
they
Go
did,
ahead.
I can't lie, they did that black man did an awesome job to try to fight for these officers to make it look like they was innocent. Oh, he did his trick, and we gonna watch that. He did
Mm.
good, but we know they still going to jail. Oh, he tried to make it look good, but they're going to jail. We want justice. That was so horrific to see how they did that boy and how he was hollering for his life. Then they sat there and let him sit up against the cop. Now here's the bad part. This the part, and this the part that I want everybody to see about this case. The sad part about it was these idiots got body cams on
That's
and they
crazy, boy.
disgraced us. See what like Dr. E had said, you know what? They took our identity from us. All these years we sit around and we fought for civil rights,
Mm-hmm.
racial profiling,
Mm-hmm.
and was profiled by his own race.
Man. Basically.
Tyree was profiled by his own race. But the sad part of this, gang, hit the like button. The sad part about this was they had a little powwow while Tyree sat up against that car. And they was talking like thugs. Man, I banged him up. Man, I had to get that nigga back out here. They talking like that. Right on camera, man, I got that nigga. Hell yeah, you see me in the boom, 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 boom. Laughing. Them didn't look like police officers.
Mm. That's some local
They took their
thugs.
privilege way above and beyond. How they laughed at him. How they was laughing about what they did to him. That shit was worse than Rodney King. Look how y'all made us look. Y'all just embarrassed us. And
Man.
then while they watching the TV screen, watching what they did, this is what they looking like.
Mm. Mm.
Watching the screen on what y'all did, this what y'all looking like.
Damn. That's crazy.
Just like this. And it was some points where they looked like they were just really enjoying it. Now they got their hand on their mouth. But at first it was just like, oh, well, I wouldn't have even wanted to look at that goddamn screen and see how I was acting.
Cause the moral thought just hit them. You can see by the look in their faces right there. The moral conscience like, damn, we fucked up on this one for real.
Fucked up. Can you imagine how embarrassed they was? To know that you're going to prison
And these would be
and have to sit there and watch it.
outstanding citizens that actually protect other citizens, and they broke all the rules to what they supposed to do and how people supposed to look at them.
So when the lieutenant comes up, and as I spoke with Chandeli, because she does cases, does cases in her city of Fayetteville, North Carolina. So she said when that lieutenant pull up, it's a problem. If the lieutenant come up on the scene, something ain't right with his guy.
Man.
But when the lieutenant pulled up, he looked like Sergeant Waters from goddamn it, Soldier Story. He looked like he drank like a motherfucker, like an alcoholic. The whole time, he didn't say nothing, gang. He didn't say nothing. And then they over there lying like a mug. Oh, he reached for my gun and all this, but they talking like thugs. Wait till you see the behavior, gang. Wait till you see their behavior, how they talking around the lieutenant. He ain't checking them. You can tell it's just a friendly game. But you know what I looked at about what I looked into, Dr. E, when I was checking their ass out there? When I saw how that lieutenant was acting, I thought specifically about the Dolph case. Those guys can easily be paid off. That whole
Yeah.
police precinct can be paid off. Oh, I'm gonna show y'all the video with the cop that's driving, he got a criminal in the back seat, but the cop is riding, bobbing his head like he got bumped in the car. Like it ain't nothing. That whole precinct down there is crazy in
Damn.
Memphis. Sad
And
part
then
about it
you
is what?
remember you showed that that video of Dolph when he had got pulled up. You know that was a white officer. That was in
Yes,
Memphis, right? Or right in the tip end of
that
Memphis.
that was in Memphis, but it been numerous amount of times that Dolph was pulled over by black officers.
Right, right.
See,
Now one more
these
thing about that
officers
too.
target people. So Mr.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Emmett Martin is the bad one, the biggest one. He the tallest one. Now Emmett Martin, earlier that day, he was supposed to go apprehend somebody for a warrant. They wasn't at the house. Then in the same apartment complex, he was supposed to go get somebody. He heard somebody had some switches, some guns. Missed that lick. So he missed 2 licks in one day. Oh, he
Mm.
mad. So this is the thing. These guys are
So
predators.
he's like the,
He's looking for
he's like the
switches.
leader of the squad. Is he like the sergeant in command of this
Exactly.
group?
We don't know, but he's the biggest one. He looks like his actions
Oh, okay. Speak.
speak.
Now, one more thing I was going to ask too. Do you know the stats? Because this kind of been a question to me, especially since I've been down south. But now we own Memphis, especially. Do you know the stats of the police squad? I mean, police force of how many blacks it is to white cops there?
That's what we're gonna do tomorrow. We're gonna bring
Okay.
up everything. I just wanted to give a briefing, just to come up here and just stretch out a little bit on the channel. Just letting the content kings and content queens know that we back. You're gonna start
And the,
seeing us like you used to see us. We're
yeah,
gonna get our
and the
channel fired back up.
reason I brought that up right there because since we've been in the South and I've been staying down in the South and move over to Texas now, uh, you know we don't really have in California. We don't have a lot of black police officers. You feel what I'm saying? We got all minorities there, but it's not as many black police officers. And in the South, it was known for white police officers back in the day during the Civil Rights era. But now, for anybody who doesn't know, if you go to cities like Birmingham, Memphis, Atlanta, like we show in Memphis, all these are dominant. These were like the heart of the Ku Klux Klan and everything else, back in the day. All these cities now are all black and mostly black run from the mayors down. It's us in the city voting and putting these people in position. And these are people that are family and cousins and stuff like that working in these departments that we entrust in them. You feel what I'm saying? And this is what they've been doing though over the last, let's say, 60 years.
And
Just
then
want
you
to put that
wonder
out
why
there.
we had that this was embarrassing um
Yeah, us as a
our,
culture.
for our culture. Let alone that we already have struggles that we have to fight
That's
up
right.
against. Slavery, um,
Yeah.
being here, building this country, and then turn around. Other foreigners, we talked about it, get to come in with these grants and open up stores in our
Yeah.
neighborhood, and they claim that they don't drink or do alcohol or nothing, but they selling it to us.
Yeah.
They
And
come
then
and
to
get
add on
these
that, what you
grants.
said about Memphis, yeah,
We
like you
fall
said about
back.
Memphis, all that corruption, we supposed to be the ones to keep the crime down, and yet we're the ones that's actually behind the shield making the crimes happen, or either, how you say, jacking the drug dealers and taking the money and pocketing it. It's crazy. That's a corrupt system right there. And these people are basically voting their positions. They're hiring these positions, and this probably been going on for the last 60 years in one of our communities that we are the head of. This is
Absolutely.
embarrassing.
But you know what? Nowadays, it ain't even. We're not really even the real problem anymore. It's these closeted other races. I would say. I wouldn't say just black folks is doing stuff now. I believe that they've always, uh, white folks have always had some type of hand in a lot of the crime that's going on.
Oh, absolutely. But I
Oh
also
yeah,
want to
most
say,
definitely.
you're definitely right, Diamond. I want to say this. Tomorrow, I'm gonna do a little something different. We're gonna break this down like we do. And when you look at this footage, how I'm gonna put this out, and y'all go come back and check. We will have videos probably out every day if we're not live on a live stream, and I will be talking over the content that you're gonna see. I'm gonna repeatedly show you how this actually happened, piece by piece. We're gonna put the puzzle together and let everybody content. That's what you call content
Hmm.
piece. So what we're gonna do is
Like
this
a reaction
footage that
video.
we have and that we see, they need to use what these brothers did to Tyree Nichols in the police academy,
Mm,
just to show these officers, these upcoming officers, how not to act. So this situation
mm.
could possibly change a lot of things. Don't look at it as a bad thing always.
There
Yes,
you go.
the
There
mother
you go.
lost her son, but let's take this and reflect off of this and look at ourselves and make a change
Hmm.
about it. That's what we need
There
to
you
do.
go.
Make a
There you
change
go.
about this, gang. Yeah, it makes we gotta have more respect for our own people. We do. It's bad people in every race. But at least I'm
That's right.
speaking on mine and I'm trying to say something to motivate them and they could take this and look at this. We protested about Rodney King, but y'all just Rodney King. Y'all just Rodney King this dude. This guy looked like
Mm-hmm.
Rodney King. They tore up
Yeah,
LA about Rodney King.
that's right.
I mean, look at his eyes. They're just completely swollen.
Black on black
They
crime.
Rodney Kinged him. So yeah, we gonna educate your ass tomorrow. We gonna educate your ass tomorrow. See, we did I mention we just did this talking? But you know how I
Mm-hmm.
get. You know how I get on that computer game. Y'all know how I get on that computer. How I will expose and bring this up and bring that down and show you your ass. So we gonna show you tomorrow, gang. We gonna show
That's
you
what's up.
Rodney King. We gonna show you his face. Boy, they burnt down L.A. behind Rodney
Yeah,
King, gang.
yeah, they did. They did for a week. LA was on
And
fire
these
for a
guys
week.
was no different than the officers.
And
Yes,
nobody saying a word.
did
Instead of burning the
I
city down, nobody saying nothing. Because like I said, these are cousins, these are friends, these are homeboys.
And the saddest part about it is their behavior after it happened. They didn't sound like regular officers. These guys sounded like thugs, gang. Some dudes
Man,
off joking about and then the sad part about it, y'all
publicly.
all big like that, out of breath. Don't you think he was out of breath? Like y'all was kicking his ass, and you trying to get him to comply? When you done kick me in my stomach, I want to grab my stomach. I want to grab my eye. I'm already going crazy. Like what the
And then
hell?
each and then each one of the cops, if you break them down individually, put them in a white surrounding and have them done the same way. How would they expect the people to react to that?
No
That's
one
why they all
opened
had
their.
that look. Yeah, that's why they all had that look when they all looking up at the camera, looking up at the thing, like they thinking to themselves individually and as a group. Look at them, like damn, that could have been me on the other side of that. Each one of them, that could have been them getting beat down by a white police officer the same way. What they wanted us to yell out and be different from what they did, but because they had power and authority, like like gang members, they just feel that man, we over the community, we got the shield, we in charge, we get the women. Wait a minute, what this dude got? He talking to my girl, and then everybody get in instead of a one-on-one situation, it becomes a whole group activity where everybody feel they're gonna join in on the beatdown. That's crazy. But that's how we think, though. You know what I'm saying? Our communities, we totally different and upside down. Just want to put that out there.
I didn't know that, it gets to that point.
Yeah.
It
I
did.
didn't know that it get that crazy when it come down to protecting women.
Not really protecting
Or
them,
not
jealous.
protecting just because
That's
a
it.
guy
That's their
look at
word.
your lady. You know,
Yeah, jealousy, like we said, crabs in a barrel. I'm just taking. I don't know who she is. We probably may find out, but she must be a fine sister. You know, and must be, a lot of hey, I got this one. This is my trophy girl. One of the baddest, hottest ones in the city, whatever that may be. And this dude comes along. He's an average looking guy. He don't look, he didn't have probably a outstanding job, maybe a working class guy. You know what I'm saying? Got the job at the local warehouse or something. But yet this dude pulled one of his girls, one of their girls, which is I guess the Emmett guy. And he looking like, man, I'm a police officer. I run the city, whoop the whoop. I got my authority badge, and you see what I'm saying? A power trip. What this dude got that I don't have. But instead of being one on one, the other cops decided to join in on the situation and go in on the whole incident when they know that guy was in the wrong.
Yeah.
You see, that's what makes it so twisted because it's like a gang thing again. If you got a beef with a dude that's a football player, then this other guy, he's just an average guy from around the way on the college campus or whatever the case may be, high school campus. If y'all got a difference and she chooses the other dude that's the nerd, then that's what it is. But the football player is going to get mad, so the whole football team jumps on the guy. I mean, how many times did that happen too, right? Popularity and who they
Absolutely.
are. And that's kind of what they kind of out showing. So when you saying, this guy protect, no, it wasn't about protection, it's about jealousy. This dude pulled somebody and they looking at, well, how did he get her? What's going on? What why not me? You know what I mean? It's kind of like, well, maybe she don't like the fact that you so bossy and controlling. Being a police officer, most our women don't like that bossy and controlling thing. Maybe this guy's a little bit easier, simple, brings flowers or whatever the case is, and it just whatever appealed to her. This guy got jealous and like, oh fuck that dude, woo, 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 you know, and brought the other guys along with the chaos. You see, so it's not about protecting. It's just straight jealousy, crabs in the barrel.
sound like it's a shortage of good women out there.
And
That sounds about right. That sounds about
gang,
right.
I am, I am,
Shortage
I'm,
of
I'm, I'm heartbroken about it. Um, we must do what we do, and that is to bring it to light. And that's this again. This is not a long live. We just wanted to drop the curtain and let all the content kings and content queens know that we're here. So tomorrow, um, we will be breaking this all the way down. I might be streaming tomorrow if the day 3 comes up. So I will be streaming that, and later on we will be coming live breaking this down. And I know it's the way we're gonna rock this and show you you you're gonna enjoy it. I didn't do nothing fancy today and do no camera tricks and bring up content, bring up videos today. I saving it. No, 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 no. Tomorrow,
Yeah, I'm gonna check out this case that's in the court too as
y'all
we
gonna get
speak,
the real deal.
as we drop this down. I'm gonna go ahead and watch this and peek game to the trial itself. Watch it. We just say part 1 and 2 is out, so I'm gonna educate myself a little bit and catch up on the whole little questioning and what went on behind the scenes and what they're saying. So we'll be a
So
little more hipped on that tomorrow.
right, and there is more content that I'm gonna put on the timeline. More cases that are coming up. Our hands are pretty much full on this channel, so we so blessed, gang. We
Man,
right
it's
here.
been
We
a busy
back.
year.
We finna smoke it up again like we did before, and get these numbers up on this new channel back up. Sorry for the wait, but I know it's a lot of people smiling now, like, oh, they back. Oh man, they finna yeah, and we gonna do it. We gonna bring you these
Man,
cases. It's so many other cases that's out
yeah.
now. We're gonna do
We
it.
got so
Um,
much going on in our community right now. Like you said, between the crookedness in the industry, the music industry, and now Hollywood, and now even into the sports. And I've been kind of watching this whole Shador Sanders thing lately, and there's a lot coming out about that. So I've been kind of following that too. Not to throw the narrative anywhere, but I mean, just saying it's still part of our community indirectly.
I like how you said that.
right. And hey, everybody, stay hydrated. Stay hydrated.
Oh
Whatever
yeah, I
y'all
had my
do,
water today.
because I literally just got out the hospital yesterday from
What?
dehydration. Did not know I was dehydrated, and I was on a hot ass bus and
Mm.
just extremely hot, and I didn't know that I was already dehydrated, and I almost fell out. So
And we pray
hydrate
that
yourself.
Diamond speedy recovery. We glad to
Oh, so
hear.
You was yeah. We glad everything you good, Diamond. But I mean, when you got on the bus, I mean, that's what I've been doing in my truck lately too. And C Dell kind of verify that too about his truck, about the coolness, keeping the truck cool, or in your case, the
Right.
bus.
They don't have AC on those buses. Besides like the special needs buses, they have air on those, but the regular buses
Are
do
you
not have
serious?
air. Yeah, they don't have air. They have windows. They have
Uh,
windows. They expect them to open all the windows up
so
and let air come
Yep.
I was
through.
going to say that. So, yeah, so that's the procedure because I was thinking about that. The school bus, they go through the whole bus and let all the windows
Check
down
the
and
live, y'all.
stuff like that. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, but
But I'm glad you're okay.
yeah, I'm good. They pumped me up with some
Keep your
fluids.
bottle of water. Yeah, keep your water with you. Get you a little bag of like you said, your hydrated stuff, oranges, grapes, whatever the case is. Just natural things to keep you hydrated as well as like this have the bottle of water. You know, and maybe
Right, and
maybe some ice packs.
right, and now is the time where a lot of people are going to
Oh
end up
yeah.
dehydrated because it's the weather
Hmm.
changing. It's spring going into summer. You know,
Yeah.
And I wanted to
so
say,
Yeah.
y'all, I want y'all to pay attention to this
Hmm.
title, which is "No Justice, No Peace." That speaks volumes. Tyree didn't get no peace. No
From the
justice,
peace
no peace.
officers, right?
So
It's crazy.
that's why I named it that. I thought that speaks volumes. And y'all just be ready for the power, the show tomorrow. Um, we're gonna show you the body cams to where they was hiding, putting that
Body
body cam
cams.
down. We're gonna take you all the way to the real scene
The
and break
to do
everything
that with cameras on is even making it even more crazy. I mean, because this is the issue we've been fighting with cops, right? Not having body cams and untold stories because we don't have cameras.
absolutely.
Other than the spectators. So now here we are now in the era where I think that supposed to be what the last couple 4 or 5 years ago since the George Floyd thing wasn't that supposed to be a mandatory thing that
Yeah,
all cops nationwide was supposed to be having camcorders and these dudes like, hey, man, if we got a camcorder on, we're gonna beat somebody ass. We're gonna go ahead and go in, cameras and all. That's bold right there, you
yeah,
know. And then for us to be the people again, our community, the ones doing it, it's like, man, we really got it for the other people, and y'all doing this, y'all to your own people. Self hate is strong. It seems like in Memphis. Like I
yeah.
said, not trying not that's the
Even
only
along the
city, but
whole
right
world,
now they are
yeah,
one. Yeah,
it's not the
It's
only
on the
city,
internet. It's not
but
just
it is
Memphis.
the
It's on social
most.
media. It's
Right.
everywhere.
yeah.
Right, but
It's
it's the
everywhere.
most talked about when it comes to crime. And that is
It's
the
outside of
problem. That
Chicago,
they don't have nothing else better to do but to unalive each other. You don't never hear them really talk about sharing money or spreading the wealth or trying to make more things happen out of Memphis
True.
other than
true.
music.
Which is going to, like we said, is going underground
Well
now
said,
because
Diamond.
even though like you said, Gorilla and CMG and everybody, these great forces that kind of control Memphis and have brought Memphis to another level, they're not doing anything positive.
Right. And if I was and I feel like once you blow up, you should no longer live in Memphis. That's how I feel. Glow, she should not be in Memphis anymore. She's already excelled living there. People are probably more than likely a million people are jealous of her. She should
See the
not
hardest
live
thing
I'm
in
though,
going.
Memphis.
that the hardest thing we brought up, and let's go for anybody again to these cities. It's hard to leave home and say, okay, fuck my city. I've been wanting to get out this motherfucker and I hate it. And I hate all the people here. We really don't really feel like that when we leave a
But I
place, but
don't.
we know it's a bad element there.
Right, but I
So you
don't
kind of
think
feel
that
like
it's
if I
a
wouldn't
Hold on,
hate
have,
Diamond. Let him
thing.
finish.
Right.
yeah, but we got to look at we wouldn't be who we are sometime if it wasn't for the city. Think about it. Gorilla raps the way she does because she's influenced by her city. Gorilla raps the way she was because of the struggle of her city. She comes from that. That's what made her. So when that's a big part of you, especially as a rapper, as a street rapper, or like she is, a young pop rapper that's kind of, doing a popular thing in music right now for females. When you come from that and that's your life, that's Gorilla's real life. That she can just put on the damn pen, write it down on a piece of paper, go into a studio, make a hit, talking about what her life is. And all the women like her, all her friends, like she said, stopping at the stoplight and all. You know what I'm saying? This was what they used to do in Memphis as
Um,
fun.
If I could
You
piggyback,
feel me?
but hold on, Diamond, you go ahead. You were
Mhm.
before me. Go ahead.
I don't think that it's a hate thing. I think it's a protection thing. Because when people move back to their hometowns after they become successful, 9 times out of 10 there goes the jealousy, there goes the envy, there goes the
That's
hate.
true.
When
That's
she's
true.
already she can love where she's from. I'm not saying don't love where you from, but you can also excel and not live there anymore because of
Yeah,
safety.
that's understood.
Because of
That's
safety.
understood.
Like
Yeah,
visiting is
That's
fine,
understood.
but living there, no, I wouldn't suggest that.
and
Yeah,
if I could
I agree
piggyback
with
off
that,
a
bro.
Diamond, if I could piggyback off a Diamond, um, y'all know how I do. I ain't bragging or nothing, but I'm bragging. I ain't bragging, but I'm bragging because tomorrow y'all gonna see. It's a war in Memphis. It's a war that we looking at Tyree, but it's a war. It's a war bigger than what you think. That's not being said by color. Colors could be involved, but they're not mentioning the colors. It's a war going on in Memphis. CEO Teasy, all the people that have been passing away in Memphis. It's a war in Memphis, and even the police are in the war. The police are gangbangers.
Mm.
We're gonna show you that tomorrow, gang. We're gonna
I
show
believe
you
it's
that.
all over. I believe it's all about money with them. It ain't
It
about the
is.
lives. It's about the money.
It's about the money
Money
and
and
the
power.
lives. So
Money and
Memphis,
power.
those officers and what we're gonna see and evaluate tomorrow, they can easily be paid off. You're gonna be able to see straight through these guys. You're gonna be able to see extortion. I see everything on these guys' faces. The content that we're sharing tomorrow, because we're gonna share the screen. We finna turn up. Again, we wasn't gonna give you a long live. We just want to drop the curtain today, y'all,
That's right.
and
But
let y'all know
you know
that we
what?
right here.
Can I ask
Um,
a question? Why didn't they just eliminate the whole police force and get all new employees? If you know a few is corrupt, why don't you assume all of them are corrupt?
But when we look at the whole, you're right. And when you look at the courtroom,
Mm-hmm.
predominantly African American. Everything is
Mm-hmm.
predominantly African American. Again, y'all pay attention. I'm telling y'all now, and we finna break it down. Y'all gonna see a lot tomorrow. Y'all gonna be like, them niggas turned up. Yeah, we turned up. See, it ain't fancy today. We just talking because we got lips. But we gonna type because we got fingertips tomorrow. We gonna shop some screens. So what I also want to say is, you got to realize that Dolph case and the Tyrese case are tangled. They're tangled. I'm gonna show you that tomorrow. It's tangled. It's tangled. Chandeli's gonna break some things. We spoke today. She's gonna show you some things about this case. She's gonna tell you some things about the Dolph case, about the phones. Why we didn't get the phones? Why we didn't get the phones? Is it because of officers like this? Was it because of officers like the Scorpion unit? Was it like the firemen? The firemen that come in take the phones? The relatives take the phones?
The
Did I
relatives
mention
out
it?
here in internet. Yeah.
Well, we're gonna show you that. We back. We back. A little rusty, but we back. And the only reason why we was a little bit rusty was because we just didn't want to come on at the end. We just ducking, 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 and ducking. Did I mention that we got 2 other pages? I must have left that part out. Did I mention that we finna just slaughter the game? I must have left that part out. All gas, no brake from this point on. Content Kings, we back, gang. Now I can say it over and over again because I meant that shit. We gonna solve cases. We enjoy this case sector. So shouts out to all the people that do cases, the cases sector. Shouts out to the black tea sector. Shouts out to all the positive people living, trying to do something better in life. We want to thank y'all for watching us tonight, pulling up. Make sure you hit the like button, share this on your channel. Make sure you watch our community posts because we will be uploading and we will be having a thumbnail for tomorrow. We going live, and make sure y'all tap in because I might be streaming uh, day 3 of the Tyree Nicholson's case. So y'all tap into that. So I might just be streaming it and doing a little talking here and there, but we back active. And then after that, you will see us later on tonight. I mean, that night. Sorry about that. So y'all just tap in. Please hit that like button, share, and subscribe to the channel. You're watching Content Kings. I am C-Dub. Mr. I ain't said a word, but you know what I'm saying. And who are you, Don? And it's Diamond, since she didn't want to tell who she was, and Dr. E.
All right, all right.
Thank you guys for joining us. Like I said, do your own research. Don't just take it from us, because you know sometimes we go back and forth on this channel. But at the end of it, we find that shit out, and we let you do let you judge it for yourself. But thank you guys for joining us tonight.
Good night, y'all.
Like before you leave.
All right.
It's not a long live, but we're gonna
water.
be on live long tomorrow. Shouts out to Incoming Opinion. Shouts out to Yolanda the Great. Shouts out to Meek C. Shouts out to Stacy B. Shouts out to Quality Queens. Yeah, big ups to everybody, man, that helped us Content Kings get our new channel, this channel back in motion. And you know, we got to get it back up out the mud, but we gonna do it again.
Like we always do.
Like we always do. We've been down here before, low views and all that. yeah, this ain't nothing. But we good. Peace and love, everybody. Thank you for coming out. Shouts out to MFD. Shouts out to EBT. Shouts out to the Real Angel Content Queen. She will be firing up her live the day after tomorrow. She got a case that she's doing. Shouts out to Chandeli, Peanut Butter Face. She will be on the panel tomorrow, and we finna rock a show. God bless you all. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. Peace.
Peace. One love.
They told us we wouldn't get here. There were those who said that we would get here only over their dead bodies. Well, talk. Yes. All the world today knows that we are here and we are standing before the forces of power in the state of Alabama, saying we ain't gonna let nobody turn us around. Today I want to tell the city of Selma. Tell them, Doctor. Today I want to say to the state of Alabama. Yes, sir. Today I want to say to the people of America and the nations of the world that we are not about to turn around. Yes, sir. We are on the move now. Yes, sir. Yes, we are on the move, and no wave of racism can stop us. Yes, sir. The burning of our churches will not deter us. Yes, sir. The bombing of our homes will not dissuade us. Yes, sir. The beating and killing of our clergymen and young people will not divert us. Yes, sir. The wanton release of their known murderers will not discourage us. We're on the move now. Yes, sir. Like an idea whose time has come. Yes, sir. Not even the marching of mighty armies can halt us. Yes, sir. We are moving to the land of freedom. Yes, sir. I know you're asking today.